Happy Friday, Roundshire Ranchers. I hope everybody had a wonderful week. We had a good week. Louie was a bit of a spitfire this week. The cooler temperatures have definitely brought his personality back. He and Abe have been jousting, I would call it, for most of the days. I'm not sure if there is trying to be a change in position as far as rank within the herd, or Louie is just being a goofball, but every day they've been going at it, and Abe's been squealing, and no bite marks or anything. They're not actively biting each other. They're just looking like they are. But they haven't, if they wanted to, they could break skin very easily. I know for a fact that Abe can do that to another horse. But they haven't done that. They've just been playing and being silly, essentially. And it's really because of the cool temperature. Today it's obviously a little warmer, and not obviously, but it's a little warmer today, and they have not been jousting or playing as much. Apparently Louie is going to take a nap right now, though. Louie is taking a nap, and Roni and Abe are checking something out. So the wildlife around here is really on the move. They're preparing for winter, and the deer are on the move because they are breeding. So something must be in the trees to be catching everybody's attention. Hi, buddy. So Abe has been doing well. He's been running around and rolling and playing, and his breathing has been okay. Hi, bud. Nothing worse, but nothing better. So, I just keep an eye on it and see what is going to happen, and hope that he doesn't get any worse is really what I'm hoping for. But other than that, they've both been doing well, and they did get their treatment of anti-tick and fly. I didn't use Equispot this time. I tried something else, and nobody had a reaction. So I am going to keep with that brand and hope that continues. They probably have, it really depends on what's going on with the weather. This upcoming week is supposed to be warm again, so I don't know if that's going to bring back the ticks, or the frost that we had killed them off. But I'm going to play it by ear and maybe do another application one more time this month. So you can't, with the application, you can't do it closer than 2 weeks apart. So we did it on Saturday, and so we'll wait the 2 weeks and see what ends up happening. I haven't found any ticks on anyone, so that's a good thing. And the no reaction, no blotching or anything like that is a good thing too. Quite honestly, I don't know if it's the brand. I don't know if it's because everybody's coat, specifically Louis, his coat has come in. I don't know if it's because of the flowers, the sagula, I think is how you pronounce it, flowers that they're having that is supposed to help with reactions, allergic reactions. I don't know what it is, but at least he didn't have a reaction this time. He didn't get those blotchy spots. So that's a good thing. And the other thing that actually just happened today is that we had to have more work done to help with the drainage. So what ended up happening was that the slope wasn't enough going from the barn. You can actually see it pretty well here. The slope is now going from screen-wise right to left. So it's going this way. Whereas before, it was going into the barn. So all the work that was done to keep the barn dry did not. Fortunately, the company that I use stand by their work. They've done enough work out here for us that that they came right out and regraded it and made everything better. We'll see when the rain comes, the next rain, how it's going to go. But I'm pretty sure everything is going to drain right into that spot and then go down that way like it was supposed to. Because everything is going downhill, down towards that direction, versus going into the barn. So I'm very happy with that because, yeah, that was a mess. I was not a happy camper, but it's fixed now, hopefully, and the boys will now have a very dry barn for the winter, and more specifically for the spring when everything starts to melt and everything was running in there. So the other thing the boys have been doing is they've been spending a lot of time on pasture. I'm actually surprised that they're up here because normally what they do is after dinner, they go right back out. I think it's because they had to get locked out of up here for the groundwork to be done. And they started early and they didn't finish until mid-afternoon. And that is nap time. So as you can see, Roni is catching a couple winks right now. Abe probably will once I stop talking. And Louis actually usually takes a quick nap with Charlie in here before they head out. But as you can see, we are giving them hay. Yes, we are putting it on the ground, and that is because of Abe, to help him with his breathing so that the dust doesn't affect him. And we'll see if we'll continue that, or if we're going to make more holes in the barrels and essentially have the hay be able to breathe more and not have all of the dust. But all right, buddy. So we're working on his nose. I did speak with Dr. Lauren about his nose. So it's going to have to get cleaned up, and we have to put some antibiotic ointment on it. We're going to see how that goes, because he is not real keen on it being touched or getting near to it. I'm trying to show you guys, but yeah, we're going to try and clean it up this weekend. Like I said, I don't think he's going to be a huge fan of it, and but I will give it a try. That's the best that we can do. He's I've said it before, he's very opinionated, and if he doesn't want something done, he's not going to let it happen. So I'm going to have to figure something out. Maybe a peppermint or something. He loves peppermints. I don't give them to him because of his weight, but I do have some sugar-free peppermints that I can give him that might help with coaxing him to be cooperative. If not, I'll come up with something else. Are you falling asleep, buddy? Yeah. But anyway, guys, that's what is going on this week. The farriers are coming next week, so everybody will get their feetsies done while it's nice. They're going to have nice weather to work on them. And that's pretty much it. There's nothing really new on the horse front. The only thing that's really new is that getting quotes to put in a run-in shed in the training area so that we can use that as a quarantine space. We're doing that because you're all right. Because of the contagious diseases that are going on, I really don't want to put these guys in danger. So having literally a separate space, for reference, the training area is on the other side of the property. So there would be no contact for the quarantine time at all. They wouldn't be sharing the barn. They wouldn't be sharing lines or anything. They wouldn't even be in the same pasture. So I'm more comfortable with that, with everything that's going on. Like I said, with the diseases with the horses, especially with Abe and Louis being compromised, their systems being compromised, I'm not willing to chance it. So we might have to put a pause to bringing on anyone else until we get that fixed, or not fixed, but built, or have some kind of temporary structure. Or we might just wait until the spring. It really depends on if the weather holds up. If the weather holds up for a while and we're able to do construction into, like, well, it would have to be November, December. It really depends on what's going to happen with the weather. We could do it, or else we'll have to wait until May, early June to get it done. But that's the next step in our little expansion projects that we have going on. Expanding the pasture, expanding the other side of the barn, having the separate quarantine area with a shed. That's all part of increasing our capacity. So that's about it. Everybody's taking a nap. Charlie's starting to take a nap. Abe is fighting it. Louie has stopped fighting it. And Roni's taking one too. So that's it, guys. I'm going to let them take their nap and have some quiet time. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. I hope everybody is able, if you're in Western New York, be able to enjoy this nice weather that we're going to have for about a week or so. It might be the last hurrah of the warmer weather. So everybody be well, and I will talk to you guys next week.